All right, 2006 HHR. My son says it's running really rough. Actually, let me look. He was messing with it. He was messing with it under the hood. Let's see what it looks like. I don't know. Looks like everything's put back together. I don't see any problems. All right, let me. We're gonna go move it over to my shop. Let's see what's happening. He says it's given a code 301, I think. Yeah, it's not running well. Let's go over to my shop and see what's going on. Oh, wow. All right, well, we're gonna pull this thing around and see what's going on. Oh, there you go. There goes the engine light. Let's see what it sounds like out here. Ah. Pop the hood. It sounds worse inside. It's running a little rough. Alright, I'm gonna take all this stuff off. Get to the, I don't know what happened here. I don't know what all that is. Oh, I bet you put oil in and dripped it all over. Yep. Dripped oil all over the place. I'm gonna see if I can get to the spark plugs and pull the plugs and see what it looks like. Okay, so I got one plug out, and I just hit it on the wire brush. The threads were all covered with oil. The plug doesn't look that bad. Down inside the cylinders, there's oil. This one's clean. This one has some oil in it, and that one's clean. I'm gonna take all the plugs out and clean them, clean all this oil up around here. I have a feeling with the oil drips here and the oil drips here, all these oil messes, this car leaks oil. So I told my son to keep on top of the oil, make sure it doesn't run low. So, and I watched him pour new ones. He doesn't use a funnel. He thinks he can just get right in there. And it looks like he's missed a couple of times. So I think maybe that oil went down into the spark plugs, seeped through, and went in there and messed up the plugs. This plug, when I pulled it out, it was all wet. So we'll see what happens when I pull all the other ones out. We took this whole valve cover off and replaced the gasket, I'm pretty sure. And we put new plugs in it. We didn't put a new coil pack. I don't know if this is original or not. But I know I changed the plugs because we had the whole thing off. We had to take the plugs out anyway. Might as well. And we replaced all the seals that were on the spark plug holes. I'm just loosening up the spark plugs all the way. I thought they were loosening up. Oh, that one was coming out. Let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, it's all. There's annexes on there, and you can see there's all oil all over it. Look at it. Look at this dripping. Look at it dripping. So that's not going to fire. So I'm going to clean that up. Now this plug doesn't look good at all. So I'm going to continue. I'll clean this one up, take the other two out, and see what we got. It's all put back together. Same spark plugs. I cleaned them. I would say it needs new spark plugs. I had to re-gap them. It's supposed to be gapped to 44. 2 of them were gapped to like 70. So something happened. I re-gapped them. Let's see. And these new plugs. I'm probably gonna put plugs and coil on it because it's got 180 something, 187,000 miles on this thing, and we haven't done that stuff. Let's see how it runs. Let's see if it clears up. There was oil in the cylinders. Still got a miss. Yep, still got a problem. Yeah, it doesn't sound good at all. Right off idle. Coming back in the HHR, I've hooked up my launch scan tool. I hooked up the Bluetooth thing down here. You can see it lighting up, making noises, communicating, reading for data. Please wait. I'm just putting doing this to see. Let's go automatic. Sure it is. I have no idea. Yep, 2006 HHR. All right, well, let's see what we got. Read default code. DT speed display. Engine misfire. P300. Engine misfire detected. Okay. Great. Already knew that. Alright, I found something here that says misfire data. Let's unselect everything. And you can go misfire 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. I don't care about the history. Let's look at the history too. Okay, so this is just all the misfires. Hit OK over here. So you can see misfire, current cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4. Cylinder 1 is misfiring. And I've hit the gas a little bit. Oh, it didn't misfire for a second. Other cylinder, so it's cylinder 1 is misfiring. Here's the history of the misfire. You can see what 15,000, 5, 14, 7. So I think number 1 is the culprit. So I'm gonna order new plugs, and then I'm gonna do a coil pack also. Might as well. 187,000 miles on it. I'm gonna have it apart. I'm gonna put a new coil and new ignition module, and see if that helps this thing. But right now, it's the reason why it's running so bad. This is on 3 cylinders. All right, we're back at it on the HHR. Went this morning, picked up some parts. Ignition coil 48707. It's supposed to be the ignition coil and ignition module. And then I got 4 spark plugs, NGK. You can see right there, 5019. So I just have to take all this off again. You've seen this before. Take this off. I'm gonna put new plugs in, new coil pack and stuff, and see if it starts up. I'm not gonna show it all because it's the same thing I did previously and a couple minutes ago, except I'm just putting the old parts, throwing them away, putting new parts in. So I'm pretty sure, I'll double check this, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 1 here, and there's all oil soaked all on it. Oh, the boot's even mushy from oil. So I bet there's oil inside here. It could have been, yeah, this thing's full of oil too. Anyway, that's the old stuff. I gotta take the plugs out and new stuff in, and they should be already gapped. but I will check the gap. It's supposed to be set at 0.44, so, or 0.044. I always check the gaps on these on any plugs, even when it says you don't have to gap them. For example, I checked the gap on one of these and it was off a little bit. Normally what you can do with the gap tool is put it in here. So you want a little over 40. And you can pry, but these are, oh shoot. These are platinums. It has this little point here. You don't want to pry on this and chip the point. So you can go like this and just bend it back. That's what I did. I just bent it a little bit so this was the right size. If you have like a regular plug, big flat end there, you can put this on there and you can kind of jiggle it around, pry it a little bit, and this will bend enough. But you do it on here, you'll break that little tip, and you don't want to do that. So go like that and you should be fine. You're not even touching the tip. You're not even putting any pressure on it. All right, that was just a little thing. I'm also putting some anti-seize. You have steel going into an aluminum head. I just want to put a little bit on there. So I just put a dab over here. That's probably even too much. Just so it, when you go to take them out, they'll come out fine. You have to be careful when you put the anti-seize on. If you get it on, if you're not careful, you'll get it all over yourself and you'll look like the Tin Man. So there you go. I'm going to tighten these guys up. I always start them by hand so you don't cross thread them. I sprayed some power foam in there to clean the top of the cylinders. We'll see what happens. And then I'm just going to do, I'm going to go down, not tighten them all the way, just a little bit. There we go. I'll do it on all four. I'll go back and check it with a check it with the regular wrench. Make sure it's tight. And now we get to open up the expensive boy here. All right, here's the new coil pack. Oh, they even give you some dielectric grease. Oh wow, cool. So they give you some dielectric grease on here and just put on the boot right here so the boot doesn't get stuck to the plug forever. Just take some and just squirt it in there. I was going to do that anyway. I had my own dielectric grease right here. I was ready. But they give it to you. So I'm going to squirt some in there, put this on. It's, what's 4 bolts. And away we go. Look at this. So I just noticed something. This one has the part number, NGK 6026 on it. Looks nice. Look at that. A little heat sink deal. Same as the original one. And I say original because this one says Ecotech 2.2. So I think this might be the original coils, probably original ignition module that is totally drenched in oil. I mean, there's oil all over it. And it's not from leaking. I think this is from somebody putting oil in the, because like I said, the thing leaks oil. Someone putting oil in the car and just spilling it. So, I don't know. It's probably shot anyway. It's not a bad investment. The car's paid for. Hopefully it runs halfway decent now. And here's all the old spark plugs. That one I think was good. I think this was number 1. You can see there's a bunch of junk on here. Hopefully I don't know if the camera can see it. it should look more like that. Whatever. Just changing them out. Okay, I just have to put the air cleaner assembly whole thing on and start it up and see what happens. That's the moment of truth. Now I put some stuff down the cylinder wall. Let's see what happens. Start right up. Okay, I'm gonna hit the gas. Let's see what happens. Yep, sounds good. Yep, yeah, there you go. Look at that. Print it right off though. It's still coming out a little bit. I pretty much filled up the whole cylinder with that stuff, so it's soaked in. Hopefully, I guess it probably soaked through into the oil past the rings, but it leaks oil so much it's probably okay. And we're gonna have to do an oil change on this thing soon anyway. I want to find out where this oil leak is and stop it. Well, let me rev it up a little bit more and see what happens. Yeah, no hesitation. So that was the fix. I'm gonna go get the scanner and plug it in and just check it out and see if there's misfires. I can tell that there aren't, but I just want to look at the scanner and see what it says, and also clear that code. So I'm gonna go do that, and we're done with this thing. All right, there we go. Misfire, cylinder 1 through 4, nothing. Hit the gas, nothing. Let me go back to history. Misfire data. Clear this. You have misfire history on these 4. And let's see what it says. It's gonna say number 1, yep. So the other ones did misfire a little bit. This one misfired a lot, so that was our culprit. It's running really good now. I'm gonna clear the code. Clear the fault code. Are you sure? Yeah. And engine lights off. Airbag lights on. I don't, you know what? We're here. I don't know why the airbag light's on. Let's see. They messed with the steering wheel. Driver front deployment loop. Driver front device power. Fewer controllers on bus than programs. I don't know what, I mean, if I really wanted to get into it, I could fix this. So airbags aren't going to work. Device power, circuit 1, voltage low. So I don't know what device power 1 is. Can I save this? Driver frontal deployment. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here to fix the engine. No more smoke. Running a lot better. Pretty good. I think we're done here. Well, thanks a lot for watching. If you've enjoyed these videos, let me know by hitting the like button, the thumbs up down below. And if you have any questions or anything, go ahead and comment down below and I will answer them. Thanks a lot for subscribing, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.